Hello and welcome to another edition of Brief Bible Bites. As the title says, we're just looking at one verse tonight, James 1:21, but we're going to dissect it or break it down, if you will. Wherefore lay apart all filthiness and superfluity of naughtiness, and receive with meekness the engrafted word which is able to save your souls. Powerful verse, but as you'll see in a minute, this is another case where the KJV translators went a little bit soft on the translation. Sorry to you KJV only people, but it's got a lot of problems. I love it. It's poetic. I love quoting it. I read it all the time, but it's got problems. Abundance there is, our superfluity there is the word parisia is the proper pronunciation. It means abundance or abundantly. So lay aside apart all filthiness and superfluity of naughtiness. Now this is where we come to the word they went soft on, naughtiness. Naughtiness there is kakia, and kakia comes from the root word of kakos, which means evil, nasty, or dirty. So I don't know if kids use it here in the Philippines, but in America, kids when they handle something, poop or something, they'll say, ooh, caca. They're not far from right, from wrong, from right, whatever. Because kakos is dirty or filthy or evil, and so caca is pretty close. And then with meekness, the engrafted word, engrafted there is emphotos, and the picture is engrafting something into something else, like a tree. You know, if you want a fruit tree to produce more than one kind of fruit, you can take a branch off another tree and graft it in, and it will produce its fruit, and the host tree will produce its regular fruit. When I lived on this farm in Virginia back in the 60s, we had early 70s, we had a tree that had 7 kinds of fruit. They had taken an apple tree and they had engrafted 6 other kinds of fruit, so it produced all 7 fruit. Now the closer you got to the junction, the more it tastes like a mixture, but out on the branches, it was pure fruit. Now, this is every single fruit-bearing tree except for one. And I think this might surprise you and maybe amaze you. But an olive tree. If you engraft another fruit tree into an olive tree, within a couple years, that branch will be an olive branch. Not its natural fruit. The olive tree actually takes it over. Now, here's a picture I want you to get from that. And no, I'm not pushing Judaism, I'm not pushing Old Testament law, but we need to know these things. We need to know our Jewish roots, and we need to know some things about it. This tells me that we need to be a little bit more Jewish than Western civilization. I say it often, but the greatest damage to the Western church was the French Enlightenment period, because it divorced us from our Hebraic roots, it divorced us from Middle East thinking. And folks, I don't care whether it's the Jews, Arabs, or anybody else, Middle East and Eastern thinking, all the way into here in Asia, is much different than America. They think broader, they think more flowing, and we Americans are kind of tunnel vision at times. And so anyway, that verse then should read, therefore lay apart all filthiness and abundance of nastiness or evil, and receive with meekness or humility the word that's been engrafted into our souls by the preaching of the word, which is able to save your souls. So, masticate that, chew on that, meditate on it, have a Salah moment with it, and let it sink in, and God bless you.